Well, all right. Well, happy Thursday, September 2nd, and welcome to September. If you didn't catch my program yesterday, man, it is rolling. I tell you what, it's time to really get things in gear. I don't know how your goals are going for the year, but if they're not where they need to be, let's get it rolling. If they're where they need to be, let's get them better, right? Man, we're gonna thrive today. It's Thrive Thursday, so we've got another good one for you. 321 today is on planning for failure and preparing for luck. And we talked about, if you're in our overcoming obstacles session, we talked about planning for failure yesterday. Really for what's going to happen if A doesn't work out, do you have a B, right? So we want to talk about that a little bit today, and preparing for luck. I've heard a lot of people say, the harder I work, the luckier I get. So that's a big part of it. All right, well, let me back out of here so that you can get a full screen on this, and I'm gonna go ahead and take that brand out of there too, so that we can, that banner out of there, so you can see the whole thing. And let's get rolling. All right, well, here are our three ideas. Every week we have three ideas, two quotes, and one question to consider. Again, I get this from James Clear, who is the author of Atomic Habits. And if you haven't taken the deep dive into Atomic Habits, do that. Hop up to atomefrome.com and get that one. Or better yet, get Deep Dive to Destiny and get all three of them. We've got three good ones up there for you with Darren Hardy in Compound Effect. And then we've got The Miracle Morning with Hal Elrod and Atomic Habits with James Clear. All right, well, let's get rolling. The first idea is never expect to fail, but always plan for it. The fastest way to get back on track is to have a plan for when you're off it. And again, we talked about this yesterday, and we've talked about in a couple of different sessions, failing forward sessions and things that we've had. But you always need to have the plan out there so that your subconscious mind realizes, hey, yeah, we did talk about this. But there's two sides. You got the left side, Frankenstein, a subconscious brain. You got the right side, Einstein, which is the conscious side, which is all excited, full of emotion, ready to roll. It's the dreamer. And then, of course, the left side, Frankenstein, is logic and say, oh, I'm here to protect the body. And then, you want to make sure that we get things, that we're always doing things the right way, and we're not failing because that doesn't feel good, right? And it's always keeping us at bay. But you have to, the conscious mind has to put a plan in place and say, look, if this, we're going to go up here and then we're going to zig, and if zig doesn't work, we got to zag, right? So as long as the subconscious mind knows that, the subconscious mind will be on board and it won't thwart your plans to succeed. So it's going to realize that the fastest way to get back on track is to have a plan for when you're off it. So always look at a plan A, look at a plan B, look at a plan C. You're not wishing failure on yourself. You're just saying, hey, if then you're not saying, hey, I'm giving up already. You're just saying, hey, you're being smart, you're being proactive. But get out there. And I don't know what happened right there, but here we are back again. Okay. In many cases, improvement is not about doing more things right, but about doing less things wrong. Don't look for things to add, look for things to eliminate. And when we're talking about habits, a lot of time it's not about maybe forming habits. It's more, and maybe it's not about changing them. Sometimes it's getting rid of them, some of them. So there's three ways to look at it when we're growing. Of course, the first thing are our thoughts. We got to get our thoughts right. If we don't get our thoughts right, our actions are going to just halt because we're going to hit something and our brain's going to not be prepared for it. And again, we're going to just stop. But the only way that we're going to keep things rolling is to get our habits formed. So thoughts, actions, and then habits. And so you want to look at things to eliminate things that are in your way. Because again, sometimes it's not about doing more things right. It's about doing less things wrong. And if you get those wrong things out of your life, it'll be amazing how much easier things are. I know back when I was when I really first started working out serious here in my older age, not when I was young, but when I want to get back into it. I was having such a tough time with push-ups, and one of my mentors and coaches says, "Well, if you drop about 50 pounds, those push-ups will be a hell of a lot easier." Well, yeah, so it was more about doing less things wrong. You get your diet right, lose a little bit of weight, and those push-ups will be a lot easier. So sometimes it's not about perfect form and trying to do things the right way, but about doing some less things wrong. All right, number three, we cannot control our luck, good or bad, but we can control our effort and preparation. Luck smiles on us all from time to time. And when it does, the way to honor your good luck is to work hard and make the most of it. Again, the harder you work, the luckier you get. I just believe that's true. You're going to be able to see these opportunities. And I know there's so many people out there, man, that guy is so doggone lucky. Yeah, well, he worked for 10 years to get that luck. Everybody talks about the duck, how calm the duck is, on the surface. Well, it's paddling like hell underneath the surface, just to look that calm. So, but again, luck smiles on all of us from time to time. And when it does, the way to honor your good luck is to work hard and make the most of it. So appreciate those moments when you get them because you're not in control of it, but we can control always our effort and preparation. All right, a couple of quotes. First one's from executive coach Cherie. It didn't have the little mark in there, but Cherie, it's not Sherry. Cherie Carter Scott on lifelong learning. And some of you may not know of Cherie. You should. She's known as the mother of coaching. She started coaching back in 1974. Now, some of you listening weren't even born in 1974. You're like me, you were in high school in 1974. But she really is a pioneer of coaching, and she's 72 years young, still at it, and still rolling. So she has good stuff. Has some great books out there. This is from "If Life Is a Game, These Are the Rules," and I think it was her first book. And then she has another one after that called "If Love Is a Game, These Are the Rules," and she has a third after that called "If Success Is a Game, These Are the Rules." So I highly recommend those three. She has a list, probably, I don't know, couple dozen by now, but get out there and check out Cherie Carter Scott. You'll be glad you did. Lessons are repeated until they are learned. A lesson will be presented to you in various forms until you have learned it. When you have learned it, you can go on to the next lesson. Learning lessons does not end. There's no part of life that doesn't contain its lessons. If you're alive, that means there are still lessons to be learned. And we talked about this a little bit in our session yesterday. Wayne Dyer's quote, I think it's Wayne, that said that the experience it isn't really what you learn from it. It's reflecting on those experiences. So when you have these lessons, you have to reflect on these, and that's why that's why we do reflect, plan, execute every day. We want to be sure we go back. What did I do today? What did I do yesterday? What did I do last week? And reflect on that, and what could I have done differently? How could I have made it better? And look at these lessons because it's all about. Lessons in life. Those are your failures. People call them lessons because I tell you what, it's really what they are. But at the bottom line, they're failures, and you just need to accept the fact that failure is an ugly thing. It's just part of life, and you're going to learn these things. And until you reflect on them and execute a new plan and adapt and learn from these things, you're going to continually have these things pop back up in your life. Maybe not in the same scenario. Again, they might be wrapped in new and improved packaging, but you're going to have the same lessons to learn until you've taken these things to heart and figured them out and really got them in your database. So, again, good stuff from Cherie Carter Scott. Next one is from author and journalist Mitch Albom. Now, some of you know Mitch from Tuesdays with Maury or The Five People You Meet in Heaven, which are two great books of his, but this is from The Timekeeper. Which is one of his kind of in the middle of his career books. But try to imagine a life without timekeeping. You probably can't. You know the month, the year, and the day of the week. There's a clock on your wall or the dashboard of your car. You have a schedule, a calendar, a time for dinner or a movie. Yet all around you, timekeeping is ignored. Birds are not late. The dog doesn't check its watch. Deer do not fret over passing birthdays. Man alone measures time. Man alone chimes the hour. And because of this, man alone suffers a paralyzing fear that no other creature endures, a fear of time running out. Tell you, got a plan. I mean, think about your legacy. What do you want in life? Just get it done. I mean, a lot of you sitting around waiting for something to happen so that you can happen. Well, don't wait for something to happen so you can happen. Just happen. Live life. Get out there. Enjoy it. That's what it's here for. We talk about having your epitaph on the in your tombstone, the whole 9 yards. What do you want people to say about you at your funeral? Those types of things. Everybody's like, I don't want to talk about that. Well, the bottom line is, what do you want your legacy to be, and get out there and start living it. Don't wait for it. Get out there and make it happen. Just live life. Take some of the burdens off of you. I'm not saying quit your job and just go be a hippie and don't do anything with you and all the type of stuff we did back in the '70s. But I'm just saying, hey, uh, we all have a fear of time running out. So let's go ahead and let's just make the most of what we got. We're here. Enjoy the day. Enjoy the people around you, and live and love your life. All right. Here's a question for you for this week. 6 months from now, talking about time, what will you wish you had spent time on today? There's always something. Uh, I know every week I've got a couple things that I keep telling myself, man, I need to do that. Well, just Don, let's just get it done, baby. I mean, let's just quit talking about. Let's get it done. But think about 6 months from now. What will you wish you had spent time on today? Well, when you answer that question, maybe that is should be a key action today, right? Maybe it should be a key productive indicator for today. It's something that if you think about it, well, if you're going to be thinking about it in 6 months, and go ahead and let's just get it done, knocked out. So let's think about that for today. All right. Well, that is it for this week's 321 on planning for failure and preparing for luck. I'm going to get back in here once I get my tongue untwisted and say goodbye to you. But have a great Thursday. Again, September 2nd. Man, you got so much promise for this month. And hopefully you wrapped up August well. And just keep it rolling. Just keep it going and keep moving in the direction of your dreams. And we will talk to you later. Have a great one. Bye bye.